Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook Nation. Good morning to everyone that's out there, all people, all colors, all languages, all races. Good morning to everyone around the world. May everyone have a beautiful day. Okay, so today's topic, as I said, we're going to start to motivate one another because last year, 2020, I put out a bunch of videos that explained a lot of the situations that we go through in life during the shutdown and, the drawback from COVID, which allowed people the opportunities to, look at their lives. So today I want to share a story, not a story, it's something that happened. I'm not going to give the name, but I'm going to give you, the situation and how we have, how we should go about life, in 2021, using everything that we learned and applying it to today. So today's topic will be take back your life, take back what's yours. Okay, so over the past weekend, well, since last year, I have been in contact with this person who had a really, really good idea, and it was gathering people together, just for a day of peace in this park. But because of COVID, this didn't happen. So I was really, really on board with it. So I'm like, hey, we can do this. You had the right idea. There were a few people that were listening on my end that said, hey, we'll be a part of it. We'll come down. We'll show support for this event. So there were like, during COVID, it was like everything was on Zoom, but because of scheduling, I really wasn't able to sit down in these Zoom meetings. So what came out of it, to my understanding, was the person had invited nonprofit organizations to be a part of it and to support this. And that's all good and well, and like I said, I wish the person well, and I wish, for the event to still go on and that it's successful. Now, what I want to talk about today, and what I'm saying is take back what's yours, is to, there was a crossroad, and that crossroad was bringing in nonprofits. If anything we learned from 2020, we learned that we have to question all these organizations because of what they promote, what you yourself have to be on board with. So you might have an idea, but once you invite a nonprofit into the situation, things change. Your idea is no longer your idea. The event may be your idea, but what's injected into the public, into the crowd, is based on that nonprofit support. And if we're to make change, then we have to stop that. We have to stop allowing people in outside organizations, even corporations, even politically, to get involved with things that the people want to do, and to show the people that, hey, we can do it. We can become we the people. And for that is how I stand. So for there, I cannot be a part of the event that's taking place, although I support it. But I can't personally be a part of it. So what I'm explaining to you is, in my earlier videos, is what we condone. If we condone something, or we just say, hey, well, it's for a good cause, let me be a part of it, it goes against what my principle is. Doesn't have to be your principle, but it goes against what my principle is as a human being. So even though that's a simple case of how condoning is applied, there's also other things that come from it. And one of the things that comes from it is I had given my word before all this had started. Remember, I had just spoken about when we had first got in contact, and I was like, hey, this is a good idea, keep going. I stated at that time that, I'm glad that we, the people, can do something, and, not any outside help to, make something come about, or to take credit for something that, we bring about as being the people, the community. So it goes also, it went against my word. So although that person might feel and say, hey, well, you seem like you're into all this stuff. I don't understand why, just this one thing, can't you overlook it? No, it goes against me as a person. It goes against what I condone, and it goes against the fact that I was honest in what I had said. So now we can jump into another arena with the same situation. Whereas a person, we have been in contact. So, there's discussion. So that, I've never gone away from who I am. Remember, authentic people, they never change. So, this person was aware, and this person said, okay, I'm going to keep the conversation going, keep the conversation going, keep the conversation going, induce the conversation until the point where I feel comfortable enough to say, hey, this is what I'm really doing. And that person will be so deep into it that they can't pull out. And what I'm saying to you is, yes, you can. Because if you're authentic, you say who you are, you know who you are, and when something goes against that, you have every right, when I always speak about walking away, to walk away. Doesn't mean you have to have hateful feelings towards a person. Doesn't mean that, you have to dislike a person. Doesn't mean you have to, walk away by hate. It's just say that it goes against who you are as a person. So today, Monday morning, beautiful day, and thank you again. Like last week, overseas was up 30% for viewers who are watching. 30% overseas. I'm happy with that. For me, I'm proud that I'm able to give you a message that you can use, because at the end of the day, the people who are on social media, like, if you'll never hear me really mention my name unless I say or quote something that I wrote or something specific to my name where it has to be injected into the conversation. You won't hear that, nor will you hear me say, hey, I set up a PayPal. There's no PayPal connected to this, so you can look at it for yourself. So this channel is not about money. And I met one, I didn't meet him physically, but I got in touch with someone who I started to watch during sports, and this guy is exactly the same thing as me. His name is Raw Hebrew Remnant, R-A-W, the word Hebrew, Hebrew, Remnant, R-E-M-N-A-N-T. And this guy, he does a cast for, sports, for Knicks basketball. But he's the same way, and he is so fair in what he does. He's not a hater. He doesn't allow people to come onto his forum and show any kind of, disrespect or any kind of finger pointing or anything. And this is in sports. And sports is a competitive sport. So you have people, you have fans that, act in a certain way, but this guy is always like, hey, he never changes. So I'm like, in order to meet someone like that and say, hey, this guy's got some similar principles as what I have, there's more people that's out there, and that's why I made that video, authentic people, why are authentic people hard to find? And so for him, I'm, Raw, I'm happy to have, met you, and I'm your subscriber to your channel, and I'm going to continue to watch you. You're real good people, inside and out. So, to bring us back to where we are in this video is to say that, there's no money involved. It's to say to you as a person, we can live better lives, but, these are the games that are being played, but it doesn't have to change us and how we relate to the world. We still maintain ourselves. So with that, everyone, I want everyone, again, overseas especially, thank you for your support. To all the women out there, have a beautiful day. For all the men, go out there, be strong, make it happen. And with that, everyone, click like, subscribe, share, go to the playlist. Enjoy this beautiful Monday. It's beautiful, and I'm glad that everyone out there is healthy, and I'm glad that COVID is becoming a thing of the past. So with that, everyone, have an awesome day.